Will FTEL squeeze all the way back upwards to the $3 levels once again, or is this a ticker which is glory days are behind it? You should be cutting your losses and walking away from. What's the trend for us today? We're discussing FTEL under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be talking about the catalyst on this ticker. The what, we're going to do some stock analysis. The where, I'm going to tell you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button, and now let's get to work. So when it comes to FTEL, a ticker which ran from approximately the freaking $2 levels all the way upwards of 5 over a whopping 200% move. The first thing which we want to analyze is going to be why did it run in the beginning to begin, right? Because after all, in order to predict the future, we first need to understand the past, and we want to analyze and understand whether or not this was a massive overreaction to the upside. Because if it wasn't an overreaction to the upside, then the move to the downside is probably overreaction. If it was an overreaction to the upside, then the move to the downside is justified, or vice versa, right? So what the hell is really going on here? Well, let's figure it out. Well, the company came out and announced some form of good news. This was the news, the good news. It says Ftel Corporation announces $50 million stablecoin financing and 2F Robotics, a platform for AI-driven advanced robotic systems. So they announced a $50 million stablecoin financing. Now, this is what you got to understand, okay? And this is where people kind of don't really understand when it comes to what financing really means, all right? They think that financing just means, okay, we'll get the money and then we'll give it back later. No, okay? What you're looking at is a company going ahead and giving up equity in their own stock so then they can go ahead, raise money so then they can focus on research and development, on investing in crypto and whatever it may be. Now, I always tell you guys this, and I've said this before, right? And I'll say it again. The stock is not the company and the company is not the stock. So what you're seeing over here, when a company does a financing of such size, you're looking at something that benefits the company, but it hurts the stock. How could something benefit the company but hurt the stock, Sam? How does that even work? Well, this is where things get interesting. The company's growth is based on revenue, is based on, expansion plans. It's based on profit. That's the company's growth. The stock's growth is simple. It's simple what it's based off of. This stock doesn't care how much revenue the company has. This stock doesn't care if the company is profitable. The stock only cares about one thing: the relationship between supply and demand. Supply and demand. Now, if the company announces, oh, hey, everyone, we're profitable, guess what? Demand comes in, and if the supply is staying the same and demand comes in a lot, the prices shoot up. Okay? However, what happens if the demand is staying static, but the supply is now meddled with? Prices go down. Things get bad. Things look ugly. That's right. Things get very, very ugly. So, what did we get over here for Ftel? Well, what we got for Ftel is we got the company going ahead and increasing its supply by $50 million. Okay? So first, to figure out how much supply does this company even have. First, let's put the news. The news is okay, really. Okay, because they are putting this money to use. So we're just going to say, okay, now, let's figure out how much supply does this company even have for them to add 50 million to it. Well, look at this. The company right now has a float cap of 500K shares. Of 500K. They have 350K shares, and their float ends up being less than $500,000. So the available amount of money in this stock right now is 500K. That's the valuation. Stock valuation is 500K total. So that means if you have 500K of buying in coming in, the stock's going to double. That's what you're looking at over here. That's what this number means. Okay? Float market cap. The float is the number of shares available in the market. The float market cap is the float multiplied with the stock price right now. So extremely volatile. Extremely volatile. Extremely small float. Very amazing volatility. Now, volatility is a double-edged sword because just as fast things go up, just as fast things can come down. Now, finances, financially speaking, I mean, their finances are obviously good now. They got 50 freaking million, but, the odds of them diluting is terrible. Why? Because they're already doing so, right? I mean, that's where this 50 million comes from. This 50 million is them diluting. Institutional ownership. Let's take a look at that. 0.7%. Of course, I mean, which institution is even going to go near this, right? Terrible. Not good at all. Not good at all, guys. I am not a fan of FTEL at all. Let's see what the shorts have been doing when it comes to FTEL. So I think that's going to be interesting. Shorts. Up 21%, sitting at right now 50%. 50% short interest. The live short interest over here, if you look, the live short interest is sitting at 50%. Now this 50% is probably higher than that as well. It's probably closer to like 70% or something like that. Because this doesn't account for naked shorts, doesn't account for synthetic shares, dark volume, any of that. It doesn't count for anything, really. Okay? So overall, I don't like it. I don't like it. And look at this. The past 7 days, the short interest is up by 900%. This is not good. This is not good. Short interest going up at this rate is not good. Do you know what this means? When short interest goes up like this, it means that the shorts are doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down. You know when a stock is cheap and us longs, us buyers go out and buy the dip, and we're like, okay, this stock looks really cheap, I'm gonna buy the dip. Shorts, what they do when a stock is expensive, they hammer it in the head. So look at, they've hammered it in the head by a value of 900%. That's not good. You don't want the opposition to have such confidence in their position. You don't want that. So overall, it's a no-go for me. Honestly, guys, it's a no-go for me. Now, at what levels would you be aware, Sam? You may be wondering. You know, we did play the dip down to $1 to $1.20-ish, I believe. So this was a good play for us, actually, because we bought the dip at $1. We closed it out somewhere over here-ish. So this was pretty okay. However, if you're stuck in this stock, I think it's going to be one of those tickers which, you know, historically speaking, it has managed to give massive pumps, but every pump is followed by a dump. Extremely unreliable. So I would wait until it gets closer to $1 again, and I would average down. I would lower my average, and then I will sell at the next pump. That's what I would do. And honestly, if you ask me, I think the next pump, if it pumps closer to $2, I would just cut my losses and walk away. That's what I would do, right? Because at the end of the day, this is what you need to understand, right? Is that, you know, will this ticker recover maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, back to $3? Maybe, we don't know, maybe, right? I would say there is a 30 to 40% chance it does. However, is the 6 months to a year hold worth the opportunity cost of what you can do right now with the remainder of the money that you have in this trade right now in other stocks? Can you make that money back in other stocks a lot faster than the 6 months to a year? That's the other question. That's the other question. So for me, you know, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan at all. All right. Now, listen. If you're tired of losing, if you're tired of getting your butt whooped, if you honestly are tired of the inconsistency you're seeing in your portfolio, check out our community. Right now, for Black Friday, okay, we've started our sale. Right now, the next 10 members that join, they get access to the community for a 50% discount. That's right. What does our community entail? We give you day trailers, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access directly to your phone. We tell you when to buy, what to buy, how much to buy, where to set your stop loss, and where to take profit. Everything is given to you. Everything. And this is what it looks like. I'll show you guys. So how do we tell you how much to buy in your portfolio, which is interesting, right? So as you guys can see, we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts. We have lessons, Q&A, investing alerts, crypto alerts, dividend alerts, you name it, we got it. But this is what it looks like. So we give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy like this. So we tell you the share size in a 10K account. So let's say you have a 30K account, you go out and you buy this times 3. Let's say you have a 50K account, you go out and you buy this times 5. Let's say you have a 100K account, you go out and you buy this times 10. Simple and easy. Now in this one, I kind of, played it a little scared and I closed a third of my position at 6.8, but the rest of it hit at 7.6. So this was a great trade for us. And one of the things which we want you guys to understand is position sizing. So maybe pause it and read this over here because I think, this is a great trade for you guys to understand how to manage your position sizing and the importance of dynamic position sizing. Previously we used to do a 7-day free trial for our community, okay? Wilson says, "Hi Sam, thank you for our work in our community. My 7 days trial finished. It was great. I think I can remember membership this week. 7K in 7 days, free trial. Now we no longer do a 7-day free trial. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. That's right. 14 days free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Literally look at this. Your alert are absolute fire. Thank you for helping us all win. FDL, $8,000 off of a single trade. Wonderful, man, wonderful. I mean, we've been going crazy. Look at this. My 37K loss, but this is a good start to changing the strategy. Always takes profit 10% of the strategy. Discord me. Thank you, Sam, for this Discord. Wonderful, man, wonderful. I mean, I am so proud of what we built here, man. I mean, and at the end of the day, right? Like, there's the reason why people are coming back is because they're making money. $2,000 over here from my man Thurston. Mark says $1,100 profit from my Keller can now pay off a third of my rental wheels for my Range Rover. Beautiful freaking car. And you and I, $68,000 off of our BYND trade. Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Joel says, started a small account to test out some day trade swing. I'm grateful to Sam to have the gains of bull account for the recent. Thanks so much. I'm definitely sticking around. So this guy's smart, right? He started a small account to see if we are actually profitable or not. And then once he saw results, he's like, okay, I'm sticking around with my actual money. So that's high IQ play. Granny Slayer says, a couple of years ago, I was down in the trenches, absolutely beyond fucked, made every single mistake you can name, I wouldn't learn from it. Lost way more than I could afford, I was so close to giving up, and decided to give it one last chance and find mentors. Now I'm almost back to the green with the help of Sam and everyone else. Words can't describe it, but Sam, you helped me way more than I could know. Thank you so much, and all the other shot callers. The Robin account is my own doing, really don't know what the fuck I was doing. The moment my account started when joining the server, truly less ever. So this is himself. It's him with us. Okay? That's it. Anyways, give it a shot, okay? 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. I look forward to meeting you guys in Top Trade Academy. Thank you for watching. Happy trading. Your boy Sam from Top Academy.